Hello, honorable members of the clan. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, this video is with utmost respect and admiration for three provinces that I feel every South African should drop to our knees and beg them to please save South Africa along with the rest of us. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the provinces of Northern Cape, Limpopo, and the Eastern Cape. Guys, you hold so much power. The ANC no longer cares. It doesn't care about you, because if you go to these three provinces, maybe with the exception of Limpopo, because the people of Limpopo, they kind of like lifting themselves up rather than depending on the ANC government. But if you go to the Northern Cape is a black hole. They are treated as a black hole in South Africa, but the very same political party, they keep bringing back election after election after elections. So same goes with the Eastern Cape. The Eastern Cape is super rural. And as a result of that, they are getting insulted that they are refugees in the Western Cape. They are called all kinds of names in the Western Cape. Why? Because of the votes that you give to the ANC election in, election out, from by-elections, local government, provincial and national elections. It's not working. And so I am here to plead with the three provinces. Please save South Africa from the ANC. I get it, the fear of the unknown. But how are you going to know if you are not going to take risks? Better yet, y'all can actually form something that we can support outside of the ANC, because they hate us. They hate you too. They don't care. I mean, I was having a conversation with a Khoisan, and one of the main points that they were saying is, we don't want too much. All we want is representation. The submissions that he made to me made perfect sense. I mean, historically, whether we believe it or not, they are known to be the first people on this soil. And as therefore, they feel like they need representation at local level, provincial level, and national level, as well as government departments, whether elected or not elected. And I was like, okay, the not elected part, I mean, we live in a democracy, you need to contest for elections. And I'm sure there's enough people that identify as Khoisan that you can convince to elect representatives that are going to sit in councils, that are going to sit in provincial legislatures, as well as the National Assembly, including appointments in the cabinet of all these structures of government. And so on that principle, I said, contest the elections, but the representation, definitely it's something that is a must, in my opinion. And the people of the Northern Cape can make that happen. But instead, you guys, you are just doing things like you are sucker for pain. And yet you are the most ignored, the most made fools of. But come election time, they bring whatever it is that they bring to lie to you, and then you go and vote them into power. Guys, this is unnecessary at this point. This now has brought down to your offspring. How many generations after 1994 do you have? And I'm talking now to the elders, I'm talking to the Gen Xers who are now grandparents themselves. Remember the promises of a better life? Did you get it? Oh, when they realized a better life for all was not working, they brought Bachupili, put people first. When that did not work, they came up with another slogan, telling a good story. What good story can you tell from voting the ANC for the past 31 years. And they keep coming up with these slogans that mean absolutely nothing to you. I mean, Cyril Ramaphosa came with his own, Tuma Mina, Namtuma. And then, where's the Eastern Cape today? Where's the Northern Cape today? Well, Limpopo, like I said, the people there, they are grabbing the bull by the horns by themselves and wrestling with it by sending their children to school. Hey, they even opened an entire bank, VBS. Yeah, the one that was looted. Guess by who? You guessed it right. ANC cadres. And you still believe that they care about you. Fellow South Africans, help me beg the Eastern Cape in particular. Guys, you have the power to change the trajectory of South Africa and its people and yourself. This is the same South Africa we are all struggling. We are struggling together and you are suffering. This is no longer a struggle for you. It's a suffering that the Eastern Cape is going through. It's heartbreaking when you go to the Eastern Cape and see the condition of Eastern Cape. And you think to yourself, Nelson Mandela lies in these soils. He's there. And him and other legends in our country lie there. Some of them are still here alive, coming from your province. And you cannot be holding on to a wall that will never fall. It's about time to say, let's take a risk. Let's take a risk and let's see if we vote for this particular political party, what will they do? If they fail, then you change. If they fail, also you change until we all find the right people that are visionaries, people that can lift us out of all this hullabaloo that we find ourselves in. I am sincerely begging. This means I don't mean any disrespect to you. I respect y'all so much, and I think you are going to consider this call. And I think the people of South Africa, I know South Africans are thinking about it. I do see and hear people now and again, saying it, passing by. But I'm going to face you and ask, please, please, Eastern Cape, please, Limpopo, please, Northern Cape, work with the rest of the people of South Africa. Also, you too, Free State. Free State, you can never be off the hook. KwaZulu-Natal woke up. KwaZulu-Natal woke up. And when they did what they did to the ANC. I mean, in the words of Nelson Mandela, even though some people dispute that he ever said that, but of course we understand why they disputed, that we should do to the ANC what we did to the apartheid system if the ANC do to us what the apartheid system did to us. I'm paraphrasing here. This is a person coming from your province, and I couldn't agree more with him. Please, please, I am sincerely begging you guys, can you reconsider your position? Starting with the by-elections. It is so heart-wrenching every time when there were by-elections in the Northern Cape, or there were by-elections in Limpopo, or there were by-elections in the Eastern Cape, and you hear that the ANC won that ward. And then when you go to that ward, it is dilapidated. People there are not taken care of. What makes you think that the new councillor is going to do anything different? All they are interested in is fattening their bank account at your expense by coming and lying, by giving you food parcels and KFC, and then they say, here's a t-shirt. And then you think you are special to them. You are not. You are a means to something that they have planned for themselves through your vote. Can we please learn that? Can we all learn that? Can we open our eyes about this? Because it is now getting too much. It is already too much. I mean, somebody was arguing with me about the branches of the ANC, how they have been crying about illegal foreigners in the country. They are in the Eastern Cape, causing havoc. They are in the Northern Cape. They even beat up police in the Northern Cape, break police station property in Limpopo as well, trying to destroy the youth there. But the branches of the ANC, as far as I understand, they are the ones that hold the power. They are the ones that get invited to a national congress that you guys are going to be going to in 2027. Y'all are the dog. So why the tail is wagging the dog? It does not make sense. You need to hold these people accountable. They don't care. And they've proven time and time again that they don't care. So please think about your children. I'm talking to you, Gen Xers in the Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, and Limpopo, and the Free State. You are grandparents now. And think about the bleak future these children are going to be facing. I mean, look at your own experience. Do you want the same cycle to happen to your grandchildren? I mean, it's already happened to your children, yourself, your children, and now your grandchildren. At some point, this vicious cycle needs to be cut off. And you are the people that can assist the rest of South Africa by not voting for the ANC. Yes, let the attacks begin coming from the Eastern Cape, but at some point, do not find yourself going, yeah, we should have listened. We all under the same South Africa, all of us. And when it is fixed, we are all going to benefit from that, especially our children and grandchildren. It might be too late for us, but can it not be for your children and their children and their children's children going forward? I don't know what else to say. Again, with utmost respect, you guys have the power. You are, in my opinion, some of the best leaders we've had in this country. Some of the best. People that got involved and deeply involved in this country's freedom. Yes, it's debatable, but the potential is there for you to change the trajectory of our country once again through your vote. Change it to something else. Please, please, I am begging. Please help me, South Africans, to beg these 3 provinces, fourth with the Free State. Thank you so much, and I hope that this message does resonate. If it doesn't, well, we tried. Other than that, please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time in the new video. Goodbye.